The mental health of our youth is a very important area, and therefore today I'm very fortunate to be joined by two individuals from the Inspire Foundation, I was going to say program, but we've got the Reach Out program which they're talking to us about today. Aram, who's the Director of Research and Public Affairs, and Youth Ambassador Cassie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So just to start off with, can you tell us a little bit, Aram, about the Inspire Foundation and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So we were established in 1996. It's a time when youth suicide rates were quite high. It's also a time when the internet was kind of first being invented, really. And so our founder, Jack Heath, who was on that video, he came up with the idea of trying to address youth mental health by using technology. And so we were the first service, certainly in Australia, possibly the world, to use the internet to deliver a mental health service, and reachout.com is that service that we deliver.
Lovely, and you mentioned that 1996 was when we were all starting to get on the internet and start to use that social media forum. Cassie, can you share with us what types of media you utilise at the moment?
Sure, so on the Reach Out website there's a variety of mediums that we use to reach young people. That includes blogs, forums that are peer moderated, and fact sheets and stories.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah, we also use Twitter and Facebook to help promote the service so that young people know about the service and they can access the website to get the information and help that they need.
That's so important, isn't it? Because with the youth market, you're really trying to find a way or a medium in which they feel comfortable. Some statistics, which I know we were talking prior to the show about, that 1 in 4 youth will be experiencing potentially mental health issues. So whether that's a hard time they're going through due to their home life, or whether it potentially be bullying at school, a whole variety of issues. What do you find in terms of the Facebook and the blogs? Talk us through the process. If someone does go online, what do? They go online and then access your blog?
Yeah, so very much. As you're saying, many young people experience difficulties, but we know that a lot of young people won't get help. It can be pretty daunting going and seeing a doctor or going straight to counselling, whereas often Facebook and Twitter, which are comfortable places to be, young people might start talking about some of the things that are happening, chatting with their friends. You begin those conversations, and it's much easier to Google for some information because it's anonymous, you can do it any time of the day. So we aim to be in those places where young people start having those conversations and give them really useful information, so that either they've got information and skills that they can use to solve the problem themselves, or so that they can start talking to other young people who've experienced difficulties and pick up some tips and tricks that way, or to make them comfortable enough that they can start moving and accessing other services. And it's not so scary walking in the door to see a doctor or a counsellor.
Wonderful. And you're quite close with Lifeline, the Kids Helpline, for example, yeah? Yeah,
absolutely. We're not a crisis service, so we certainly give lots of information and support, but if a person needs immediate support, that's not something we can do. Okay. So we have links on our website where people can click through and immediately a chat window will pop up and they can talk to a Lifeline counsellor or talk to a Kids Helpline counsellor, and then when they finish with that, if they need more support, then they can come back to us. So we work really closely with other organisations as much as we can.
That's brilliant. So the Reach Out program, you have a stream that's for professionals as well as for teachers. Tell us about that. Yeah,
that's right. Reachout.com is the service for young people. We're aiming for 14 to 25-year-olds. Reach Out Pro is for health professionals who often they're not really comfortable with the technology stuff and they might not know a lot about mental illness, so giving them information about both those things. And the same for teachers, some professional development around mental health and mental wellbeing so they can support students, because young people spend lots of time at school very often. So.
Wonderful. So you're really educating all facets for young people. So if they're not coming to your service, at least they can talk to their teachers who also know about your service. So that's great. And your mission to let young people lead a happier life is beautiful as well. I think one thing that people don't realise about all of the programs, like the Reach Out program, is that it stands beside strongly the Lifeline, Kids Helpline, all our other mental health services. So if you are experiencing difficulties, there is a chain of services that can help you get to that next stage. I'd love to talk to you guys longer, but unfortunately we do have to wind up. But look, thank you very much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it, and good on you for the great work that you're doing. I think it's absolutely fantastic that you've grasped the social media there. If you would like more information, I'm getting all tongue twisted because it's a real area of passion for me as a psychologist as well. Please go to our website, www.thecouch.com.au. You will be able to access a link to get in touch with these guys if you would like further information.